this is our first kickstart of the official SCNext conference that I have attended on behalf of the organization. And as a part of this organization, we conduct interviews. So I'm here conducting my first interview with one of our seasoned industry veterans at the Manufacturing Summit in Chicago. And I'm glad to introduce. Please, would you introduce your company and about what you all do and your solutions that you offer?
No problem. I'm Dave Kunselman with the Productivity Team. We're a manufacturing, industrial engineering services firm based out of Detroit. I've been in business now since 2005. We grew from roughly 2 to 3 people at the beginning of 2005 to close to 400 today. And that's all through most of the work we've gotten in the automotive industry has blossomed into other industries, aerospace, heavy equipment, food processing, healthcare. Customers we've worked with in automotive as they move around the country and the world has taken us along with them.
Right. And specifically catered to young professionals.
Sure.
My first question would be your view on emerging markets. I mean, a lot of the focus right now is on the BRIC countries, Brazil, Russia, India, and China. So I would like to know your opinion about if you've done any projects or your view on certain Latin American countries as well, and certain North African regions in emerging hubs for supply chain or manufacturing or any certain activity that you've experienced in the past.
Sure. Majority of our customers that have locations in those countries you're mentioning have brought us along with them. Currently we're working in Brazil, in Argentina, and Venezuela, and then we're working in Africa as well. China, we're not there yet, but we're going to be there hopefully in the first quarter. We've already been asked to go there, China and Korea as well. So the work that we're doing there is we're being pulled there by our customers who have their headquarters here but have locations in those countries. And we're also assisting with their supply chain as well, because the suppliers follow the OEMs to those countries and set up supplier parks where there'll be several suppliers in one area.
Right.
And we're going in assisting them with throughput, assisting them with quality.
Right.
That's pretty much what we're doing.
What are some of the problems you've experienced in your career, either from a technical perspective or from a leadership role, or anything that you have faced? And I would like to know your view on how you overcome that.
Okay. The first few years in business, it was getting our name out there, telling people what we do. Around 2008, our economy was hurting pretty bad, so it was diversification and going out and finding new opportunities. The automotive industry was in a bit of a downturn, so we were out there looking for new clients, and those clients that we found in 2008 we still have today. The biggest problem right now we have is identifying qualified candidates and we hire 4 full-time recruiters, and they're constantly networking through LinkedIn, through the job posting boards, all that kind of stuff to bring in good candidates for us to and our clients.
And this question is actually directly from one of our members. It's referring to a point that you just mentioned. Her name is Jennifer. She's based in Australia, and she asks on how important are university degrees in supply chain and logistics and experience in supply chain and logistics. Are they how would you evaluate on what is essential, what is not, or do you think they go hand in hand and in the end they have to go?
Any successful company is going to have what I like to call the three layers of employees. The kids right out of school, the 5 to 10 to 15 year people, and then the people that are been in the industry for 25 or 30 years that are passing their knowledge down. But having a degree is very important to us. It shows me that you can be taught. If you can stick it out for the 4 or 5 years in university, it shows us that when you come on board with us, we can teach you what we've learned in the industry. It's things you can't learn in school. So it's very important to us.
Great. I feel good now considering that I've come out of school myself. So grueling those 4 years, I agree they were pretty difficult. So my final, just to wrap it up, as I mentioned, we've started this initiative for knowledge sharing online so that young professionals can go and share best practices and kind of lessening the disconnect that you see in the industry and what you see in young professionals. So do you have any inputs on how you could improve that, or anything that can be done to kind of take that one step ahead?
I think for students coming to things like this, getting as many internships as they can, getting as much exposure to industry, joining online networking groups. That is extremely important. That's something we didn't have when I was in school. All we had was internships. We didn't have this kind of stuff that's available to us now. But yeah, anything you can do to network and get your name out there, I think that's probably the biggest thing. When we look at students, we look at their resume and basically they have no experience at all, but they've done maybe 1 or 2 internships, and we know they're trainable.
Right.
I think that's their biggest hurdle right now, is getting that first opportunity. They got to be willing to start, and it's something they may not like right away, but they're going to build for the future.
Great. All right. That's nice. All right. We would like to thank you for taking some time out for this interview. I really appreciate your time and wish you all the best with your company.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.